Hi, I'm Diane Gysin at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And I want to talk about respect, accountability, how you show up, determines your outcome, and how you affect others is your karma. I've always been one to be on time. And I find it very natural and very easy to be on time. It's a respect thing, respect of myself. And I know from point A to B how long it's going to take, and I adjust and try to do it accordingly. But now yesterday I did have an appointment with another healer, and I MapQuested it 2.5 hours. I gave myself 3 hours. My truck was already gassed up, already had payment in my wallet. I like to prepare. And so it took me 3 hours and 3 minutes. So I was 3 minutes late. So I know stuff like that happens, and she knows me well enough to know that I do my best to show up on time because I was really apologetic. So now I have another appointment with her, and instead of giving myself 3 hours, it's going to be 3.5 hours because I don't want to show up and be frantic to be rushed. That again is not necessarily the great way of showing up, especially for healing. So in your life, if you have an appointment, if you have a agreement to show up in friendships and or in appointments, business appointments, it's time to show up. My appointments run about an hour and a half. So some of these clients of mine that have a 12 o'clock appointment and then they just don't show up, I couldn't do 11 o'clock appointment. So you're really taking up a lot of my time, and you're worth it if you show up, because then you're respecting me and respecting my business. And when you don't show up, that is one way of really getting myself upset. And then at that point, respect kind of stops on my side, because I will be on time. Y'all pretty much know that. I respect you. I respect time. I respect the commitment that we have shown up together and created. I don't just rambly go through my appointments and say, oh, I'm just going to set her up for this time and him up for that time. We went through a story, had a conversation, and then we did a commitment. And then I put you in my computer, and then you get an email, and then you get a text the day before too. So I don't know why. Well, I do know why so many people just don't show up. It's because they think they're more important than most others. And those people have really, really bad karma on a lot of levels, because you are not important when it comes to committing to others. On your side, you make it happen. On your side, you are responsible for being an adult and showing up. And if you can't do that, don't make appointments. Don't make commitments. And trust me, it's going to show up in your business. It's going to show up in your relationships. It's going to show up in families and in communities. Because your word is everything. And that's really what I teach. Now, years ago, 5 years ago, I did miss a nail appointment. Don't know how it happened, because again, I don't miss things. And when I went for my corrected appointment, I paid for what I missed. Now, she didn't want payment because she understands, she knows, she's okay, because I'm always on time, if not 10 minutes early. But for me to correct my behavior and teach her that she has value in my life, I demanded that she took the payment. And then, of course, I paid her for that day. When you start to live that way, then you just get better karma. There's no excuse just not to show up, especially when you don't follow through with an apology or I'm sorry and or anything. And so many people are starting to do this. And trust me, that karma that people do, it's going to come back. That's why when I missed that appointment, I paid for it. That's why this Sunday, when I was 3 minutes late, and to most people, 3 minutes late isn't anything, but I like to be 10 minutes early and setting myself up for success by relaxing and being prepared. That's good karma, people. The other ones, the flaky ones, the entitled ones, the ones that are paying attention. I have somebody that wants to come in and clean my house, and a month ago she couldn't remember when she showed up, so I had to help her out and let her know. And then this month she lost her contacts, her whatever, and I'm at that point I'm like, thank you, but we can part ways. Commitments are everything, and once you start to live in a higher state of knowing that people are to be valued, you're just going to be struggling. And I don't want people to struggle. What I want is to help you correct behavior so you can be successful and that you can clean up your karma and just live much better. I'd like to hear your responses, please. If you think I'm a little harsh on this, then let me know. If you think I'm right, please let me know. Conversation is everything to me, just like my time is. Atma Namaste and thank you.